Good morning, everyone. What's happening? I'm here. Uh, okay. We have a handful of things we got to go through today. First thing, good morning. How are you? How's Thursday? How's your Taco Thursday going? This is my Taco Thursday. Most people celebrate Taco Tuesday. We do Thursday. Less gringos at the restaurants. Oh, man. Okay, so first off, I see Smokey's here. Smokey, what do you think of that game last night? I almost picked it up and joined you, and then I melted into my couch after a long day, and I didn't get back up again. So, what were your impressions of Dead Polly? I really like to know. Looked like you were having a good time with it, but I need to know. Danny Bot, how you doing? Welcome in. What up? What up? What up? What up? That's what I need to know. And then we are going to jump into a couple different things here. I have tabs open everywhere of things I want to talk about today. So there we go. Under caffeinated so far, but I'm working on it. Same here, man. I've been up since 6 a.m. and the girl went back to school today, first full day. So we had to make sure she was on the bus at 6:20-ish. I'm already exhausted. It's already been a long day. It's already been a long day. It's the summer. I'm not used to getting up until 7:30-ish. So and then I started going through my timeline and looking at all my socials and stuff, and there's a lot of news to cover. Unfortunately, we're going to be kind of figuring things out together because I didn't have enough time to do research on the topics that we're going to talk about today. So maybe you guys can help me, enlighten me on certain things, and I'll try to do the same thing. So it's about to be cheesy pasta cooking time. That sounds good. That thing's good. You need to drink double espressos. Listen, I'm in my 40s now. That will kill me. Anything double caffeinated or I like Monsters and Red Bulls, shit like that. My heart just start done. That's it. I'm not a young man anymore. I have to just accept that in life and realize I can't eat and drink certain things anymore. But it sounds good. A double espresso sounds amazing right now. Yes, it does. But yeah. You guys probably want me to be here again tomorrow. So yeah, we're gonna have to take it easy. I've been up since 7 a.m. yesterday. Jesus, go to bed, reckless. It's different. Loot is very random. Ran smooth, cool melee weapons, found some weapons, lots of different clothing items, so much loot. Yeah, so what I was reading when I was going through all the reviews of the game before I made my purchase, a lot of people were complaining about the loot pool is kind of weird. There's rooms or buildings are completely barren. There's nothing in them, and then there might be like 2 things of loot, and that's it. And loot's extremely random. Like you'll go to a gun case and there's like food in it, or you'll go to like a cabinet and there's a gun in it. It's like it doesn't really make any sense. So like Surrounded, the loot kind of makes sense, right? You in cabinets and refrigerators you find food, in gun cabinets you find fucking weapons. It kind of makes sense. So that was that. But you're saying there's a lot of loot. What I was hearing is people were saying there's so little and it's so random it doesn't make any sense. So maybe that's been fixed since then. So good. But for $10, I can't see it being I spent $6 on Surrounded and I've got 100 hours into that game. So it's not always about the cost. It's about the replayability and the fun. Week old man, yeah, absolutely. Yes, that's me. That's me. When you're in your 20s and you go out drinking for a night, you have a hangover that lasts a few hours the next day. You feel like crap, whatever, you move on. When you get a hangover in your 40s, you are sick for a week. And it feels like COVID. It's not fun. So we try to stay away from that. It's been a rough 24. I hope within that 24 that you found a house and you've made the purchase and now it's all about moving in. Did I get ahead of myself? I don't know. In my 40s, I'm gladly die from caffeine overdose. I see, like now, like if I went now, I know this sounds morbid, but if I went now, my kids are all older. They're 3 out of the 4 are already adults, and the youngest one's in, junior in high school. So they could live without me. It'd be tough. It'd be tough. But Escape, you got little guys. The little guys need you. So let's not be talking like that, okay? Let's not be talking like that. Only I can talk like that, okay? I'm in my 30s. Espresso makes me run toilet, but if I need to wake up enough, yes, that would be also another side effect. Death and the shits. There's decaf and sweeteners. You know, you make a good point. You do make a good point. Decaf, but then it's kind of like, what's the point? It's kind of like non-alcoholic beer. What's the point? You know? Big Al Mac, good morning. How you doing? We're off to a great start, a running start, if you will. We're talking caffeine and the shits. Thank God Grandma's not here yet. She'll be along shortly, I'm sure. Why have decaf? That's what I was saying. There are options, and I like the options, but when it comes to the options like that, why? Decaffeinated coffee and non-alcoholic beer are two things in my life that are like, why? What's the point? I don't know. Bro, I feel that no party for me anymore. Hangovers hurt. They do, man, for days. They put you on your rear end. Unless you're an animal, unless you're a party animal like Big Al Mac, you could probably just drink straight on through the weekend and nothing. Get up and go to your meeting Monday morning, your executive meeting with the board, and have no problems. Big Al Mac is a monster, though. But he's a rarity. He's an oddity. He's a unicorn. And as a matter of fact, yesterday when we were talking about the how Big Al Mac puts his computer to sleep, he did send me a picture. So now I have chosen the assignment to Photoshop that as best I can. So that give me a couple days. We have IRL. We're extremely fucking busy. I know you hear this from me a lot, but we are. It seems like whenever we're going to slow down a little bit, we just speed right back up again. Yeah. So this weekend I got a lot of catching up to do, and then next week we should be full steam ahead. I think I'm gonna start doing. I'm still on the fence. What I want to do. I still like this format. I like doing this with you guys. But we might do this twice a week and then games 3 times a week, or maybe this 3 times a week and games 2 days a week. I don't know. It's still up in the air. We're still figuring things out. But either way, I like to deliver the news. Right about now, though, I try to wait for Louis. I can't always hold out for Louis, though. I do not like this format on PC. I usually do it on my phone, but I have other things on my phone I need to get to as well. So we're going to do this. We're going to go, what day is it? And we're going to get right into it. Today is August 21st. Today we celebrate, speaking of the devil, we were talking about alcohol here. Today is National Hazy IPA Day. I think IPAs are in a situation where you either love them or you hate them. There's no like, yeah, they're okay. It's like people are like, oh, I fucking hate IPAs. Like Subnuke. I hate to bring him up because he's not here right now, but you know, it's fresh in my mind. Subnuke hates IPAs. He hates them. He's like, I go to the grocery store in the beer section. It's 90% IPAs, but he lives in Texas, so it kind of makes sense. Yeah, IPAs are a little heavy. They're very hoppy, and they are not for the faint of heart. So I can't do espressos. I can't do caffeine because it'll kill me. But when it comes to things like alcohol, but IPAs are their sipping beers. Anyhow, today's hazy IPA. What is your favorite IPA? Who here drinks them? Who here likes them? What is your favorite IPA? I would like to know. M43, I think, is my favorite. It's very potent. It's from an outfit here in Michigan. They make really, really good stuff. But M43, if you ever heard of it, try it. Really good stuff. I don't know what this is, but I'm hoping someone here does. This is, it's also Brazilian Blowout Day. And it shows a woman with her hair. So I'm assuming her hair is the blowout. If I wouldn't have had a picture, I would have had a completely different picture in my head. Brazilian Blowout Day. I'm assuming it's a haircut, but I have no idea. So with that, we just move on. It's also National Senior Citizens Day. We also celebrate Big Al Mac today. Happy Senior Citizen Day to you. Grandma's not here. I wouldn't say that anyhow. She'd probably slap me. And it's also National Spumoni Day. It looks like ice cream. What the hell is Spumoni? Now the wife's got to bring some of that fucking home for me. Spumoni. It's a food. Yeah, no shit. What is spumoni? Yeah, it looks like ice cream to me. It's a molded gelato made with layers of different colors and flavoring containing candied fruits and nuts. Oh, it's kind of like a gelato loaf. It's exactly what this is. Its origins date back to the 19th century. Italian city of Naples. Okay, so it's Italian gelato called spumoni. It looks great. Most common is pistachio, cherry, and chocolate. I'm in. I'm going to tell the wife to bring some of that home for me. Whenever I do this segment, I always find something new. I'm like, hey, wife, go grab some of this. She never got me, just so you know, she never got me the chocolate pecan pie, though. A little upset about that. So I'm going to have to write this down. Chocolate pecan pie. And spumoni. It sounds like something that would be in a movie you're not allowed to watch as a kid. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah. That's probably shouldn't go down that road. Ultimate wake up juice, ice water. Do not drink. Submerge head. Yeah, you got ahead of you're with the house guest. Keva has been unfaithful to me for a while now, and the devastation just kind of won finally. What? We'll talk later, brother. We'll talk later. You and I will talk later. Penguin. Good morning. How you doing, man? Arms Away Fresh. I said we Google it. Hell yeah. But I don't want that. I almost was like, I don't know. Again, if I didn't have a picture, I would think that was something completely different than what the picture showed me. Because, I mean, when you have a Brazilian blowout day and it ends in spumani, that's kind of bad, right? That's something we probably shouldn't be talking about when there's kids around. Gotta tell the wife you need a Brazilian blowout. I'm going to tell it. That's great. Oh, I kid, Big Al Mac. I kid. You're still a few years away. You're good. I was late trying to catch up on GameCon stuff. Hey, good. We have a segment today for you. And I need your help then, because you probably know more about it than I do, because I just found out about it this morning. That's how gamer I am. That's how pro gamer I am. I find out about the events the day they're ending. Yeah, that's me. Mac should be the first to test it. What, spumani? Come here, Mac. Try some spumani. Then me and BEATDOWN can ask for it if it goes. There you go. Yes, he'll be the test, the guinea pig. You guys remember the old Life commercials? Mikey likes it. See, give it to Mikey. Mikey likes everything. That's our Big Al Mac. The late night movie that you have to look through the static and Technicolor to see. Yeah. Did anybody when you were a kid? Did you guys ever? There was a myth when I was a kid, okay? And I grew up, I was a teenager in the early mid 90s, okay? So with the cable boxes, yes, we're going back in time in cable boxes and things. There was a rumor going around, if you took a penny and you stuck it in between one of the buttons on this particular cable box, it would like make a contact somewhere, and it would like open up the hot network. All of a sudden the hot network and all the, the spicy channel, actually Spice Network, that was one of them. Hot Network, Spice Network, all that shit, Spice TV, whatever. That would all of a sudden just pop up for you. How many of you ruined your parents' cable boxes with pennies trying to get that to work? It didn't work. It didn't work. I tried everything, damn it. It didn't work. Oh well. To be a kid again, right? Check BD Discord only for art for your blowout. There you go. Yeah, an antenna is technically just a piece of metal. That's true. That is true. That's why, to get better signal for us poor kids that didn't have cable back in the day, when we were coming up, you had 3 channels. It was ABC, NBC. Sometimes you got CBS and then Fox. Those were the channels that came through, and then PBS. You always had PBS, right? That was always local. But if you had to have it come in, you took the aluminum foil and you wrapped it around the rabbit ears, or you just attached it to the wall. You had tin foil running across your wall attached to the rabbit ears to get a better signal. Then your parents came home and said, "What the fuck are you guys doing, man? What are you doing?" That's funny. Is that Robin Williams? Is the guy from Jumanji? It is. It is. I think his name was Peter in the movie. I could be wrong. Was his name Peter? I don't remember. I just remember he comes out and he's like, "What day is it? What year is it?" And I've been using this graphic for a while. I cleaned it up a little bit, but yeah, this is whenever we do "What day is it," I use that because Robin Williams is just a national treasure. Funny in everything that he did. So that's it. That's the end of our daily stuff here. So we have IPA day. So enjoy an IPA while you're getting a Brazilian blowout that possibly ends in some spumoni at the Senior Citizens Center. We take them all and we just crush them into yeah. Would you rather be twice as tall or half your size? Like, can I like when you say half your size, you mean like belly? Because then I can drink more IPAs if I was able to have my belly. I don't want to be twice as tall. That's too much. I'm 6 foot. I'm not tall, but I'm like, I'm average height. But 12 foot tall, I'm good. I'm good on that. Unless you're gonna sign me right away, and I just immediately go in and I just play basketball and just dunk on everybody. But I would rather be half my gut size. How's that sound? Would that work? Is that an answer? Can I put no? Half my size then. Then I could be a jockey. Make some good money as a jockey. No, like height wise, you'd be 3 feet tall. Oh, I gotcha. Oh, that's tough, man. I don't know. I like this game. I would say probably 3 feet tall. 12 feet's too tall. And when you get to, I know I'm thinking too much into this. This is what I usually do. When you get to be that tall, then you have to start having really bad bone structure and you start having health problems. So I'll be 12 foot laying in bed because I can't stand up anymore. I'd rather be 3 feet so I could be a jockey. And I know this from someone. I'm not going to tell you who. Big Al Mac told me that there is a need for more midget porn. So I could be a star, right? And then things will inadequately be correct at that point. So I'm gonna take 3 feet tall. Final answer. I don't even have to phone a friend. That's it. I'm at there. Yeah, 3 feet tall. Boom. Don't be hating. I'm not hating at all. I'm just saying you keep me up on on current events in certain movies. So no hating here. All right, we move on. We move on before this gets any worse. The big news in the room right now, especially for me, this was announced yesterday, I do believe, early in the morning. Fucking Hell Let Loose is doing a Vietnam. I am so excited about this. To the point where I want to fire up Hell Let Loose again. I almost put this in Discord last night. I'm glad I didn't because I ended up falling asleep on the couch. I want to play Hell Let Loose again. I would like to put together a squad. Who wants to come with me? Who wants to play some Hell Let Loose? It's pretty cheap on Steam. It is on Game Pass still, I do believe. I'll have to look this up and verify. I know last I looked, it was still available. But I would love. Let's see. Yes. Okay. It is in Game Pass. So if anybody would like to join me, I would love to put together some Hell Let Loose games one night. I think it'd be fucking awesome. Epic. We'll even stream this thing. But Vietnam, so Hell Let Loose, but with choppers. I'm just, yeah. I think this is amazing. I'm gonna pull up a if I can get this out of the way. I want to watch a video with you guys. There we go. 3 feet, your wish is my command. Tomorrow you're going to wake up 3 feet tall. My wife will be so excited by that because she'll finally be taller than me. She'll finally be taller than me and she'll be a happy girl. I'm also seeing some random pictures. I need to put them all together so we can see that. Where is it? Right. That's not the official. So it looks like people are taking the official trailer and then they're adding their own fucking voiceovers to it and shit. I hate when people do that. I just want to watch the trailer, man. Just want to watch the trailer. Shit, I didn't realize that it's out already. I thought it was just something they were working on. It is. Well, the Vietnam version doesn't come out until next year, but this has got me like pumped just to go back and play Hell Let Loose again. That's what I'm getting at. Let's watch this.
Get rated.
Yeah, what do you think? Pretty badass. I'm really pumped. I think that's a fantastic idea for them to do that. I think it's going to end up very good game. So let's go. Yes. So early 2026, you can wishlist it now. It's going to be available on consoles and on PCs, of course. They're probably not going to. Yeah, that is the PTSD video game. They're probably not going to have combined servers. This is another game that's PC and the console are separated. And again, it's probably a good thing because there's only controller support on consoles and there's no controller support on PC. So yeah, it wouldn't make sense to put them together. But I'm really excited for this game. I was like a little kid yesterday. I'm like running around the house trying to find my wife. I'm like, look, watch this video with me. Watch this video. I love it. Is there an echo? It's probably because I'm talking so fucking loud. I'm really excited right now. If not, probably not. What did I miss? I just had 2 coffee at the Mates. We watched the Hell Let Loose Vietnam official reveal trailer that they just put out yesterday. Yeah, it might just be maybe you're playing it so loud it's echoing through the house right now. I don't know. I'm not sure. Either way, I hope it gets fixed for you in time. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. But in the meanwhile, this has got me pumped to play Hell Let Loose again. So again, I'm gonna put this in Discord. If anyone is interested in playing some Hell Let Loose one night, let's giddy up. You know what I mean? I want to play. Is it a new game altogether or an update? From what I can tell, it's an all new game. It's a brand new game. And then I was reading into it a little further last night. And when there were 2 companies involved in this game, it was not Madfinger, it was Mad Games or something. The original company that made this game sold it to Team 17 in 22. And apparently at that point, Team 17 did 2 things. They split off into 2 groups. One, or whatever the developer within the house was, one team decided to continue working on Hell Let Loose, on updates and new maps and new this and that, right? And then the other team left to go make this version of the game. So it's been 3 years in the making at this point, from what I've read. So I'm excited. I think it's fucking awesome. It's great. I always love Hell Let Loose. I think it's a fantastic game. But I always wanted something a little different. And we never get any Vietnam games. There's been, over the past 20 years, there's been a lot of Vietnam games, but nothing really fantastic. Battlefield had I think it was a mod or it was a spinoff of some sort. Battlefield Vietnam. That we got in, what was it, mid 2000s? It's been 15, 20 years now. And nobody has come out with any Vietnam games since then. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just not it's a soft spot for people, maybe. I don't know. But as time goes on and those people get older and leave the industry, I think now we're getting more and more people that are willing to come forward and do those things. But it's like we skipped right over that. World War II, and then we went right into the Gulf War. We've seen that in a million games, but not a whole lot focused on Vietnam. So it'll be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting playing that. But I'm pre-ordering. Take my money. Yeah, I know for a fact I will be playing that game. I got it fixed. Good. Yes. Yeah, I'm ecstatic. Has anybody played Hell Let Loose recently? I haven't touched it in a year, maybe. It's been a while. Actually, I think one of the last times I played was with Captain Crow. So that would tell you that's been about a year. Been about a year since he's been gone. But yeah, now I want to. I always forget about Hell. I don't know why. When I'm playing, I'm having a great time. But when I don't have it installed, I haven't played it for a while. I completely forget about the game. And I don't know why. I don't know why. Why is this so forgettable, guys? Even when I look at games like I saw that Enlisted is now on Game Pass, even though it's free to play, and it never crossed my mind like Hell Let Loose, even though they're so similar. Until I saw this, and I'm like, what the fuck? That's great. Been a long time. Yeah, exactly. About that pasta. Well, you have fun. Enjoy. Have fun and enjoy the pasta. I didn't eat anything this morning. I probably should have. Now it's all caffeine and it's bubbly and yeah. I need a bagel. I should go make myself a bagel. That'd be great. I love bagels. All right, so we're coming up on Pink Penguin spot here. We're gonna move on because we do not have any other information on this for us. So now we get to Gamescom. So this is the thing I just found out about. I think I heard something a couple days ago, but it didn't click. It didn't really click with me because there's so many. Now that we got rid of E3, it's been 5 years since E3's been a thing. Now during the year we have a lot of different conventions now instead of just one big one. And then there was two. There was PAX. There's Penny Arcades. There's PAX, and then there was E3. Those are the big ones, right? Now, since they both disbanded, it seems like we get multiple during the summer and then a couple during the winter from different companies at different places. So they're all over the place. So trying to keep track of these fucking things is a little difficult. Penguin, you said you were looking up on Gamescom. You're following up on that. I just found out about this, so maybe you can help me out. Maybe tell us about a couple of things that you're interested in. I was reading through here, and they've announced a lot of new games. Which why don't they do just one big show in June and announce everything instead of spacing it out over months and months and months and months and months? I just want to see everything at one time. There are a couple new games. We already know about Ninja Gaiden 4. That's coming out October 21st. The Outer Worlds is coming out October 29th. A game called Moonlighter 2. I didn't know there was a Moonlighter 1. That comes out October 23rd. That's early access. Everything's early access nowadays. It kind of drives me nuts. And then a new game called Routine. It's a space horror thriller something or other. So I wanna take a look at this. I wanna take a look and see what this one's all about. If anyone's interested in watching this with me, let's do this. Okay. Dead Space meets Alien Isolation. That looks really cool. I like that. I was I was getting goosebumps just watching, like when what's going around the corner. What's happening around the corner? Don't run from it, dude. Fight it. Yeah, I would have ran too though. I don't know what the hell that thing is. On the Grounded 2 Tarantula boss, Axel is very excited for that. I did see that. Day 2 is currently playing right now. Okay, I thought it was over. I thought it was a little late to the party. They're showing off a lot of stuff we already knew about though. Black Ops 7 is in there as well. What is it? They're still showing off the Rogue. Is it ROG? I think it's ROG Xbox Ally, the handheld that's the Xbox specific, but it's not any different than it's just basically the operating system, I think, is the difference. I don't know. So they've been showing that off. Okay, so it's through the 24th. Okay, so we have a few more days. Good. We'll talk about this again tomorrow then. Yeah, so they're talking about that a lot. There's a new Sonic racing game. And then Indiana Jones, I did see that they're talking about that again, which we talked about that yesterday. Very excited for that. That's September 4th. That's right around the corner. And I'm a huge Indiana Jones fan. As a matter of fact, over the summer, I got the Lego characters. Whoop, whoop. I keep them right at my desk here, always looking for action and adventure. But I'm huge, and I've been collecting the comic books. I'm really close to having the full collection. And I got Dr. Jones's diary here as well. Yeah, I'm a big Indiana Jones nerd. Anyhow, really excited for that. But Penguin, what other games did you see that you're excited for? It sounds like you've been paying close attention to this. So what games are you looking forward to? So it started. Okay, so it just started recently for day 2. So we're watching day 1 stuff right now that they announced yesterday. The wall behind me is full of Lego. Hell yeah. I stream from my living room, so until I kick some kids out, I don't have an actual stream room. That's why I use a green screen and all that stuff, because what's happening in my living room is not very exciting. But if I had a room, I would definitely have all my memorabilia up on the walls behind me, and I have a lot of stuff. I'm gonna have to downsize before we move, and it's kind of sad because I have a lot of rare, one-of-a-kind items over the last 30 years of gaming and such. So kind of sad. I'm gonna do my best to take it with me, but we're downsizing as a whole, so it is what it is. There's that one extraction game I posted in Discord was showcased. Playing extraction shooters so disheartening when you die. Delta Force sound is awful, and operators are on me and shooting me before I even hear them. So while we're on the topic, I heard. First off, I just want to get this out in the well, I make it sound like it's an announcement. It's not. There is a company right now that is making an extraction shooter that is set in the 17th century. I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know how that's going to work. I don't think it's the one. There is a game that we've seen. I don't remember the name of it, but you go back in time and you're fighting in like the medieval times, and you're there with rocket launchers and fucking automatic weapons and shit. You guys remember that? They announced this thing like a year ago, and every once in a while I see another screenshot or something that's still in development or whatever. I don't think it's that game, but I read this yesterday, and I can't remember the name of the. They already have another game that they released, but they're working on something else now. It's a 17th century extraction shooter. Like, how is that what are we going in with, muskets? Like, I don't get that. I don't understand. Maybe that's what, I don't know. All I heard is they're working on an extraction shooter set and I'm thinking, how the hell are you going to make that work? How is that a thing? Unless it's a time period and you're extracting just going back to your base. I don't know. But I guess that'll be interesting to see. Yeah. Play extraction shooter. So yeah, and I've been watching. I keep an eye on the Delta Force situation. I've seen a lot of videos popping up from random streamers and YouTube personalities and such. There's a lot of people irritated right now with what some of you guys were experiencing yesterday. Controller sensitivities and aimbot and or not aimbot, aim assist. I'm sorry. there's a lot of issues with the console version of the game that people are upset about right now, which, yeah, we kind of saw it coming. We knew. I mean, I knew, but it's kind of disheartening that you guys had to wait so long. 9 months after the fact to get this game, after they promised you guys would have it in 3 months, well, 4 months really. And then it's not even fully baked. It's not a fully baked game. And on top of that, Huckleberry, the reason that you're having issues is because they're dropping you in with PC players that have been playing for the last 9 months. So how are you supposed to keep up? How are you supposed to play this game if they're going to put you in with people that have been playing for almost a fucking full year? And then they didn't even do a wipe on top of that. So they have all the nice gear, all the great weapons, all the best ammo, everything. And you're going in and they're just fucking lighting you up. They know where you're going to be. They know where on the map you're going to hide. They know where you want to go. And they just ambush you. And this is what I'm seeing in a lot of different areas right now. People are pissed. I don't know. So a lot of people right now are playing Warfare because that's, it's a little more even, a little more balanced than the extraction mode. Yeah, it's kind of sad. They should have split the lobbies. They should have done a wipe. There's a lot of things that they should have done, but again, it's Delta Force, and yeah, maybe train. That'd be cool. There was a battle royale game where you used swords and bows. It was fun, but more of a play it a few times and move on. Was it Naraki, something like that? I remember that game. I still see it from time to time. It's still around. It's like a hack and slash battle royale game. It's different. Ran some Delta last night with Metal and his brother on PC or console. And what do you think? Definitely been a lot of indie games. Prince of Persia didn't care. More look at our Resident Evil 9. It's not a controller game. No, I'm with you. You can get away with controller in Warfare, but trying to extraction shooters and controllers are just they're a hard mix, man. When you start working on that looting system and you're trying to move things around, it takes forever. Had no major issues. That's good. On console. Ink and Skin, good morning. How are you? Good to have you here on this beautiful Thursday morning. The PUBG Medieval BR was fun too, but again, only for a few games. Oh yeah, the Fantasy Royale. they did that twice in the time frame that I actually played the game, and it was really different. They kind of balanced it out a little bit better the second time around. But the first time it was just so stupid. It was funny. It was great. I'd always play as the wizard and shoot flares at everybody. So not a lot of info for me. There was a new PS5 game, something that's a puzzle shooter. It looks great, but if it's a slow shooter, you have to do puzzle to harm enemies, and the hack doesn't harm, and you can't kill without hacking. I got you. Delta Force blows with looting. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is that the extraction side of things is probably a completely different animal than trying to play the Warfare mode, because at that point it's pretty much just Battlefield, right? More arcadey Battlefield. Console, not Milo. I think Metal was on his OC, just using controller. His brother was on console. Okay, I got you. Radio Escape, you have a good day. Get that kid learned, man. Get that kid learned. Only thing I got to see this morning was the ROG, which they did flush out how it works. I think it was a Halloween PUBG event. Yeah, I don't remember the specifics, but yeah, I do remember that. They actually had at one point they had when I was streaming, this was probably 21, 22, some of that neighborhood, probably 21. They had a Halloween event where they actually changed and they put Halloween decorations up across the map in certain locations. I don't know if they do that every year, but I remember it was a lot of fun. It was really cool. They had an M4 that was, we had a pumpkin on it, and then it was, yeah. They had a lot of cool stuff. Now, I read the other day that they're doing a payday event. So at some point this year, I don't know if it's already happened. I couldn't find any solid information on it, but PUBG and Payday are going to have a combined event, probably for the masks. That's my guess. And blue gloves, the medical gloves. So hopefully that takes place when they kick out the older generation consoles and we get the new updated version on November 13th. Because I will go back to play that 100%. And I think that'll be fantastic. So fingers crossed that's when the event takes place, but it's probably going to be a Halloween event. We'll see what happens. I think it was, we were playing Warfare. It was running smooth, no issues on mouse and keyboard. Yeah. Which there shouldn't be, because I mean, again, the game was originally designed for PC, and they tried to port it over properly, and it just obviously it's kind of falling flat right now. But they have a couple weeks that they can figure things out. Maybe a PUBG extraction type mode. You mean like a PUBG like extraction within PUBG? Yeah. I mean, I'd be willing to play. The whole thing about PUBG is the gunplay, really. If they can just copy and paste their gunplay to a better engine, and even if you want to just change up the type of modes that they play, that's really what everyone was all about. A BR is awesome, but you got to have the proper BR to make it attractive. Fortnite, not for me. Apex Legends, not for me. Warzone, definitely not for me. PUBG, okay, now we're talking. The Payday crossover being extraction type. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that could be. Because I mean, that's what they're doing right now. They're really big into this build games and try to make any type of your game. It's a platform now. They're trying to do what Fortnite's done. Warzone or Call of Duty's trying to do this as well. Roblox is really the big one. That's the one where you can create anything and do whatever you want to do. It's just they want you to spend your time there playing any type of game. But yes, PUBG is starting to do that as well, where you can create your own games and invite people to play them, and then I think they showcase certain ones and things like that. So good for them. Good for them. Now they just need to update the game. Roblox cooked now. Apex was great when it was popular, but now it's filled with people who are all gods, so no more casual play. Yeah, and then, I mean, they started going downhill when I heard that a lot of the pros were leaving because the aim assist on controllers were just insane. Vis, I don't know if you guys remember Vis. He was a big PUBG player back in the day. He switched over to Apex Legends. He's been playing that majority of his last 3 or 4 years of streaming. And now he's kind of get back into PUBG again. But yeah, that was one of his biggest complaints, and the reason why he left the game is he was like, get the controllers out of the fucking game, man. Separate the lobbies by input control. No, there's a great idea. Why didn't anybody else think about that? Yeah. So anyhow, any other good games coming out? Did anyone seen? I'm really, after watching the Black Ops 7 reveal trailer yesterday with you guys, I'm just kind of like whatever anymore. Like it's so over the top and so stupid anymore. Like, what happened to our Call of Duty? Where did we go wrong? Ninja Gaiden 4. I know there's gonna be a lot of hack and slash roguelite players in here that are waiting for that game. Hopefully. PUBG just needed to keep updating to stay current. It would have stayed on top, or at least number 2 behind Fortnite. Yeah, I agree. But again, where the European and the every other area, every other region besides Asia is accounts for less than 10% of their player base. So they don't care. They don't care. They want to stay relevant, and they want to get as much money as they can. But their money focus is on the mobile version, really, and the Asian market. That's who they listen to. That's who guides them in developing the game. Hopefully I live long enough to see a Ready Player 2 style of BR. It's coming, man. It's close. You already have VR that's coming up and it's looking better and better and better as the time goes on. So it'll happen eventually. Probably within the next 10 years. That we don't already know, yeah. Like I said, it looks like wannabe Infinite Warfare. I agree. And even it's like Infinite Warfare, and somebody's in a coma. It looks like the whole thing looks like a dream, like a nightmare. Like, is it real? Like, why are you showing only those sections of the game? I don't know. Black Ops 7 looks like was PUBG a Russian company? It was not. It was not. It was a South Korean company, Blue Balls. It was Blue something. We always go about Blue Balls because of a certain streamer we don't talk about anymore. They were the South Korean company, and then they sold it to Krafton, which is owned by Tencent, but it's always been South Korean. Brendan Green, the guy who created it, he actually made the mod on Arma 3, and they hired him to help them make the game that ended up being PlayerUnknown's PUBG. And now it's just PUBG Battlegrounds. They removed his name, and yeah, he got his paycheck. Don't feel bad for him. Now he's off. He's off making another game. I can't remember the name of it now. It's a huge open world survival game that he's working on. Go Way Back, I think is what it's called. Go Way Back or something like that. And he's been working on that for like the last 3 or 4 years. So, did you hear that COD is moving to 4-player campaign? There's some kind of 4-player team in a 32 match at the end of the campaign. I did. It's something about 1v32, and then it's a 4-player co-op. But I didn't really get into it. It's interesting. It's something that I mean, besides the 1v32, whatever that is, co-op campaign in general has been something that people have been asking for a long time, long time. So it's nice to finally see that they're going to do that. So I don't know. Definitely a nightmare. Yeah. The game as a whole. Hey, I'm alive. How are you? I am doing fantastic. I too am alive. That's great, isn't it? I too am alive. I said this yesterday, and I was looking through a couple things yesterday, and it just, I think a lot of people are just getting burned out on what Call of Duty is, what it's become. There's nothing new anymore. I mean, we're on Black Ops 7, and we've already rebooted Modern Warfare. We've gone through what, 3 of those games. I think it's time. Let's do something new, guys. I've been asking for Ghost 2, or let's go down the Ghosts fucking storyline. Why don't we get that? Even Advanced Warfare. I mean, that's where the wall running and all the stupid shit started. But I'd rather anything than switching back and forth between Black Ops and Modern Warfare. Like, give us something new, man. It's horrible. What day is it? Today is the Thursday, the 21st of August, 2025. Did I test Battlefield 6? I did. The last stream before I went on hiatus for a week and a half was Thursday, the first day of the early access, and we played it for about 8 hours. I had a good time with it, but it didn't wow me. I wasn't like, oh, this is going to be my next, daily runner. It was just okay. It was just okay, and that's okay. It wasn't, when you start telling me that the game is going to play like Battlefield 3 and Bad Company 2, I'm expecting some shit, right? And then I get in there and it's like, yeah, that wall breaks down, cool. Yeah, okay, cool, yeah. It was okay. It needs a lot of work. It needs a lot of work. Lone Wolf from Halo Reach with friends. Survive. So what was the mode that it was endless waves on Halo, and I think we got that with Halo 4. Maybe that started it, or was it Reach? I love that mode. That was a lot of fun. You get four players in there, and you just keep killing wave after wave after wave of enemies. That was a good time. It's not Battlefield 3, but there are some things in common, but I'm okay with the game. It's not finished yet. No, it's not. And they have a lot of work to do. That people keep saying that it's not finished yet, but do you really think they're going to make all those changes in the next 2 months? I don't think so. What I've seen in the last few years, especially when we do beta testing a month or two before the game releases, nothing changes. What they're showing us during the beta is typically what we end up getting, minus a few bug changes, but there's never any really big changes. Last year when we were playing Delta Force before it hit December 5th. Musty Gaming, thank you for so much for the follow. We had 3 or 4 play tests from July, August to December. And each one of them, they claimed that they were going to be fixing things. We gave them all this feedback, and then day one of the ended up being early access release. They hadn't changed anything from the original playtest in August to December. Nothing had changed. And that's why I ended up leaving as a partner, because I just can't be behind a company that doesn't follow through and do what they tell you they're going to do. So I don't know. I mean, is there hope? Yeah, absolutely. Battlefield's they're a big AAA studio. They do have the opportunity to do it, but if they're going to press this into a disc, and which they call it gold, it's usually 3 weeks before it gets. It was kind of a DLC for, and then it was a standalone DLC for Halo 3. Basically, because they were using the Halo 3 assets, I think is what it was. Thanks for the follow. So second nature. I've been doing this a long time, and I usually don't even have to look over to see what's going on. I just hear it in the old, yeah. And then I just do what I got to do. It's nice. I'm gonna need a refill here in a minute. So, we'll see what happens with Battlefield 6. I will be playing the BR. I don't know if I'll be buying the game. I mean, I don't know. I do like that I can return things, and I have done so on Steam several times this year for several different games that ended up being not good. So I may do that. I may just buy it, try it for a couple hours, and if it's not, if it hasn't changed any, then maybe we'll just do that. But I don't know. We'll see. There is another video I want to watch with you guys here. This one is for The Outer Worlds 2. This is another game that I really thoroughly enjoyed the first one. That was great. I played one of the 2 DLCs, and then I tried streaming it beginning of this year or late last year, and it was a mess because I was being an idiot. And I was trying to jump ahead in the storyline because I didn't like starting over again on PC. But yeah, it is what it is. Let's check this out.
A trailer for the part of the game you'll remember more than the ending. The Companions.
Let's skip the diplomacy.
Chemically enhancing your statistically unsafe lifestyle. This might sting a lot.
Ooh, an enemy.
Son of a spread.
Be grateful you're not on fire.
And no, you can't sleep with them.
And no, you can't sleep with them. That's the best line I've ever heard. How many people played Cyberpunk 2077 and was constantly asking, can you sleep with that person? Oh my God. What have video games become? My God, I don't know. I'm really excited about that game. I think that's going to be hilarious. The first one had a lot of humor in it. This one obviously has a lot of humor in it. And the game, it just looks fucking amazing, doesn't it? Damn, the graphics on that. Woo. Inc., be happy that you got that 5080. you might be able to get 60 frames out of 1440p now. I'm on a 4070 and I'm starting to feel like I'm starting to get behind the times here. Some of these games that I try to play at 1440p and I'm getting under 100 frames and I'm having to lower things and having to compromise on certain graphic settings. I'm like, ooh, Ooh, it might be time. It might be time for something else. Pasta cheese is in the stomach now. How do you feel better? Are you less hangry? Good. Good. I'm glad. So that one right there is definitely on my list. I will be playing the hell out of that game. That comes out October 29th, and I do believe it is actually on Game Pass. I'm like 95% sure it is. That's October 29th. I have a notepad next to me here that I'm keeping track of all these games that are coming out. We also have Snake Eater coming out on the 28th. That's the big one I think everyone's waiting for right now. In the next week, is there any other game that you guys are waiting for this? I don't think there's really anything coming out in the next week. We have Snake Eater on the 28th, and then Gears of War Reloaded comes out on the 29th, I do believe. So we have those two games that are coming out within the next week here. But other than that, I don't think there's anything else coming out. Metal Josh, good morning. Just got asked to support Sepultura, Cavalera, Conspiracy, Fear Factory, Byzantine for 3 shows. Nice. Now Sepultura, I remember them. Fear Factory, I remember the name. I get them confused with Coal Factory that did the Shock the Monkey with Ozzy back in the day. But congrats, dude. That's awesome. Nice work. Metal Josh, if you guys don't know, Metal Josh is in a band in the St. Louis area called Murder Machine. And they do exactly that. They're just machines when it comes to murder. Cold Chamber, thank you. He'll also put you to sleep in a lot of games out there. So be very, very careful. If you see Metal Josh in the kill feed, you might as well just back the fuck out, go right back to the lobby. Otherwise, it's going to end badly for you. So that's my PSA for the day. One of my cheese I'm used to. What cheese are you used to? We're the wife and I, we like charcuterie boards, and we love our cheeses. Our cheese and our specialty meats. That's us. I blame my daughter. Years ago, she called us uncultured swine one day. And I know she was just joking. She was being, but guess what we did? We went out and we cultured ourselves, especially when it comes to cuisine. And now this little girl won't eat anything that we make because it's weird. You know? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Now we get to call you uncultured swine because you want to be sitting over there eating your peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and we're having fucking cilantro Parmesan chicken with jasmine rice. Yeah, don't try. Don't try. Well, I've been taking creatine and eating lots of sausages, mash lately. Are you bodybuilding? Are you getting swole? Are you working out? Bro, that background is fucking sick. I love it, man. Thank you. I appreciate you. It keeps things going, you know. It gives you something to look at. Kind of like when you're outside sitting by the fire and everyone just stares at the fire. It's so mesmerizing. It's hard to start a conversation because everyone's so focused on the fire. And that's what this is for. Focus on the fire, listen to my voice. Doesn't get any better than that. I'm washed. Used to be true. just take the compliment, man. Been a while. How been, bro? Alpha, I'm doing fantastic, man. It's a great day. We had a rough couple of weeks that's now behind us, and now we're full speed ahead. Very, very busy in life, but a lot of stress and anxiety is now gone. All within 1 month, we had a washer and dryer go bad. Both of our refrigerators, the one in the kitchen and the one in our garage, my beer fridge, they both died. We had another car die. And my brother went missing for 10 days. Just poof, just gone, up and missing. So it's been a long, long month, and both emotionally, physically, and financially, because we dropped $3,000 on new appliances that we weren't planning on doing. So, you know, it is what it is. And now we're working on getting a car for the youngest kid that's just just turned 16. She gets her license next week, I do believe, taking her driver's test. So it's been a rough, but hey, I'm excited, man. Life's getting better. We're moving down the road. Everything's great. We got good games coming out. I'm finally getting an opportunity to play some games at night. I was able to grab some games with Smokey 2 nights ago. Some Gray Zone. That was a lot of fun. I'm hoping to be back on tonight, playing something with you guys. They announced yesterday that Hell Let Loose Vietnam is coming out next year. I am floored. I love Hell Let Loose. So now I'm downloading that game again. I'm trying to get people together to play some Hell Let Loose one night. I mean, it's just, yeah, life is good. Life is great. And I got coffee. That's it. So, back to, where were we? I like my mature cheese, but sometimes I will mix two, 3, maybe 4 cheeses together with pasta. That's the way to do it. Slowly working out. Went 3 runs last week. See, I used to run a lot too. From what I understand, my dad, my biological father, was a runner, and he ran a lot of marathons in California. And I do feel that I do have running legs. I have a beer belly, but I have running legs. So I need to get back out there and start running again. But I used to run a mile every night before I went to bed, and I felt good. I was about 25. It's about 25 pounds lighter. And I felt great. Great. I don't know why this didn't pop up, but Peepcast, thank you for the raid. How you doing today? Usually we get a little up here, but nothing today. I don't know why. I apologize. I'll get with my my producer. We'll figure things out after the show. I'll slap him around and not give him a paycheck today. So thank you for being here. How you guys doing? How is everyone? Mr. Bean? Oh, I love Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean was one of my favorites when I was a kid. Flying Paprika? Is it Ray Knight? Sorry, it's Ray Knight. Sorry, it's really deep blue color. Like it's hard to read. Flame Princess, good to have you. Nomsky, Peepcast, thank you so much, guys. What were you guys playing? Were you guys talking? Were you guys chatting? We're talking games. We kind of develop into like a little podcast here. We do play games from time to time, but Ray Knight, thank you for the follow. See, we should have had one of these here just a second ago that said that Peepcast was rating us, but we didn't get that. So, and then obviously the producer was sleeping because now he just fixed it. So thank you. You and I later today we're gonna have a conversation. We'll get this figured out, guys. Thank you. Thanks for the compliment. You're welcome, man. That's cool as shit, bro. Got like a GOT feeling. I had a daughter 8 months ago, so I've been busy with that. My God, congratulations. Is this your first child? Do you have others? Why do you go missing? That's tough. I don't want to get too personal, and I don't want to put his business out there. It basically, I don't know how they answer that. I'm going to pass. I don't know how they answer that. I can't really, there's not really a way to say it without actually giving it all away, and to respect his privacy and stuff. I won't get, but he's fine. He's back home now. He's good. Everything's fine. I just can't get into the reason why, just out of respect for my brother, but he's good. Everything's fine now. We'll have a setting screen for Delta Force here in a day or so. Need one more session to get it right. I will say turning off VSync got me hella more frames. There you go, guys. So yeah, if you could keep up with that middle, Josh, appreciate it. There's a lot of people in here that are playing Delta Force now that they could definitely use that information. So I appreciate you. My dad's definitely a runner, ex-Army, done marathons. I'm more a jogger, sprinter. Yeah, it's hard to keep that consistent pace. It's either I just want to run or I just want to jog, you know? It's hard. It's hard to manage that. Yeah, jogs turn into sprints, sprints turn into jogs. Yeah, I know. Howdy, Mr. Bean. How you doing? He's a great streamer. Thank you. You watch Gamescom? See, that's what we should have been doing. We've been watching trailers from yesterday and kind of talking about what's going on, and just we also throw a lot of random shit in here as well. We go in with an idea, okay? Here's my bullet points. We're going to talk about this, and then it just turns into 3 to 4 hours of just that and a lot of other filler. I've been a salesperson for 20 years. They called me the silver tongue. I just talk and I ramble and people listen. It's crazy. I don't know why. It's amazing. It's 12:30 a.m. and I got to get some sleep, but I trust my beloved community to you. I appreciate you. Somewhere over there, and man, you got to be 12:30 a.m. Man, where are you? You're in Asia. Are you New Zealand area? Either way, thanks for bringing your people over. I appreciate you. Have a good night's sleep, and we'll see you tomorrow. As well, if you don't want to, at least you found him. That's cool. Yeah, I just that's a toughie. That's a toughie. Second, technically, we lost our son 2 years. Oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that, man. That's tough. That's one thing in life. A parent should never have to bury a child. It's their responsibility. We raised them. They should be burying us. And I apologize that. But congratulations on your second. And I hope that you have a fun 18, 20 years of raising them, and then you push them out the nest. I have 3 adult children. My oldest is out of the house. He's 20. He'll be 26 this year. Then I have a 22 and a 21-year-old, and then our youngest is 16. So I'm just about the end of my father tenure. I'll always be a dad. I'll always be a father. But as far as the raising part, that's almost over. That's almost done. And then we just see what kind of a human they ended up being. I did the best job I can. Now it's up to them to take the reins and show us that they learned from us. If not, I'll come and visit you in prison. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But I would visit them. Peepcast, thank you for the follow as well. Again, have a good rest. And we'll see you in the morning. What? You got adult children? Yeah. Yeah. I started young, right out of high school. Like I was going to be in the Marines. I was going to join the Marines. I was going to take my test and do all that stuff. And then I found out my girlfriend at the time was pregnant. And I made the tough choice to stay home and take care of the kid. I would have always taken care of the kid, but for personal reasons, I wanted to be there the entire time. So I ended up just not doing I just passed on the whole Marine thing, and I ended up getting into sales, and it's been a wild journey. Nomsky, howdy. How you doing? I'm a girl dad now. She's definitely the boss of the house already. My 3 older ones are boys. The youngest, 16, she's a girl. She runs this house. She tells everybody what to do. Yeah. Sometimes I'm even kind of a little bit scared of her. Don't tell anybody though. It's our secret. Yeah, girls are way harder to raise. Boys, you give them a whipping, you put them in their room, and they're fine. A girl, you try to have a logical conversation with them, and they are just all over the place. All of it. By the end of the conversation, you feel like you're a piece of shit, and that you need to be punished, and that and you end up grounding yourself. So good luck. They're a lot of fun, and they're so sweet. But once they turn 12, yeah. Anyhow, moving on. Pretty much done, yeah. I believe, bro. I got a lot to look forward to. I heard. Yes, you do. Yeah. My brother-in-law, they just recently had their first child, a girl, and I told him, I was like, this is payback. This is karma for you treating your sister like shit all these years. There you go. Yeah. She's not even 1 yet, or maybe just turned 1. Either way, good luck, man. Good luck. All right, so moving on here. There was another one I wanted to show you guys. I'm getting some serious. Does anyone remember the game Jet Set Radio? Remember that game way back in the day? It looks like I'm getting some serious Jet Set Radio or Jet Grind Radio if you're in the US. Getting weird vibes here. Just the animation itself. So we're going to take a look at this one. This one's called Den Shatic. Den Shattuck? I don't know. Either way, let's check this out. It's Jet Grind Radio with trains. That's awesome, man. I will 100% be playing that. I hope it goes to Game Pass. What do you guys think of that? That was cool. Man, when I get the time to play, I'm going to dive into Delta Force. I'm excited about it. Yes, that dropped a few days ago, and definitely a lot of people are interested in that game right now. I know a lot of console players have been waiting for it to come over from PC World. I'm not gonna say anything negative about it. I really want to see your guys' first impressions when you get into the game without having any bias that you've been hearing. So I'm not gonna say anything negative, but if you get into the Discord, play the game first, okay? Check it out, and then when you have some notes and you have your opinion, or you want to give us a little review, go in the Discord. There is a channel in there for Delta Force. Maybe read through what other people are saying, and then give us your take on it as well. I'm really interested in knowing what you guys have to say. On games in general, but really Delta Force as a whole. I want to see how far it's come, how well or not well they did with the console port. And I've already got a handful of other people's thoughts and opinions on it. So the more the merrier. I'd like to know all your guys' opinions. So check it out. Let us know. And thank you for that. But what do you guys think of that game right there? That's pretty wild. Den Shattuck. That one comes out, it doesn't really tell me. Spring of next year. So I'm going to be playing that game. That looks like a lot of fun. What else did we see? Bubsy 4D. Does anybody remember that game? Does anybody remember Bubsy? This was mid 90s. I don't think they made a Bubsy game since, oh my God. PlayStation? I think the last one I played was probably on the 64. Wasn't there a Bubsy game on the 64? I don't think it went any further than that. I don't know. But either way, this is Bubsy 4D. This one's coming out to, I think, all platforms. This is coming out next year, I do believe. Let's take a look at this one.
Yo, remember me? Your old pal Bubsy? From all those classic games you loved.
Was it something I said? What could possibly go wrong?
Forget about that. Let's talk about the new one. Bubsy 4D! Now this I like. So, where are we going next? Don't mind if I do. Zoink! I wonder if that's more moves than that Italian plumber has. Ooh! What? Can anyone explain to me why I turn into a hairball now? They call me the Orange Blur. Do any of these outfits come with pants? You know I've only got one brain cell, right? And it's working overtime on this baby. Atari? I didn't even know they were still around.
We haven't had a platformer like that in a while. That looks a little interesting. But I haven't played platformers in quite some time. But now, yeah, it must have been even further back than 64. That looked like Sega Genesis era. But I remember Bubsy. But I remember there was a really, really bad game they released at some point, and that must have been the 3D looking one, which was probably PlayStation, Sega Saturn, somewhere in that era. But I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it's, again, if it's on Game Pass, I will definitely check it out. If I have to drop some coin, probably not. So, been doing a lot of research been watching a lot of YouTube videos for noobs. I'm on PC. Oh, okay, all right. So you haven't tried it yet? Interesting. Okay. You'll have a better experience on PC using a mouse and keyboard, but that's kind of what the issue that I'm seeing right now on console. But I love DMZ so much. I'm just looking for something to replace that void. You might be disappointed because I was doing the same thing. That was the whole reason I got involved with Delta Force in the first place, is because the extraction mode was giving me some serious DMZ vibes. But once you get in there and you play, you're going to realize it's more Tarkov than it is DMZ. So, yeah, take that with a grain of salt. Yeah, give it a shot though. But for me, it ended up being not something I was looking forward to. Now, a game did come out at the beginning of the year called Outlawed. It's like a low poly version of DMZ. That game plays a lot like DMZ. It might be dead now though. It didn't really have a really good launch, and there wasn't any voice communication, and it took them a while to get solo lobbies. So solos were going up against full squads, and yeah, it was kind of a pain in the ass. But if you're looking for something close to DMZ and Delta Force doesn't fill that void, you might want to look into Outlawed and see if it's still available and what they're doing with it now. But that's my recommendation for you. Your daughter took your phone. She ran away with my phone. Outlaws. So that He-Man is making its return, right? We're going to get another He-Man movie. We haven't seen one since Dolph Lundgren in the early 80s, mid 80s. Now all of a sudden He-Man's coming back. And there is a couple of games it looks like they're in the process of making. This is for all this old guys. I see Rowdy Joe still here, Metal Josh, Big Al Mac. You guys remember the He-Man days? Good. Because this is for you.
At last, Castle Grayskull is mine! Not so fast, Skeletor. Whoa, what's happening? He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Dragon Pearl of Destruction coming soon to all platforms?
Yes, it's He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Dragon Pearl of Destruction. Intense beat-em-up action that puts the power in your hands. Grab a friend and fight for Eternia with 4 playable heroes. Classic arcade controls. It's powered-up pixel perfection for your gaming console or personal computer. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Dragon Pearl of Destruction, coming soon. From Limited Run Games.
I'll be playing that. I will be 100% be playing that. I love those games. The Ninja Turtles, Double Dragons, Battletoads. I love those fucking games. So I'm very, very excited for that. It's the simple things in life. That's my childhood right there. So I'm really looking forward to that game. I'm hoping that it comes out sooner than later. Hopefully sooner. We'll see what happens. Speaking of movies, just watched Superman last night and loved it. I'm hearing good things about it. We're waiting for it to come out on one of the streaming platforms, and we're gonna check that out. I'm a big Superman fan. Oh, that's cool. That you like this one. I'm glad. Dragon Pearl of Destruction. So that game right there is that looks like a lot of fun. So we're definitely putting together a squad to play that. 100%. What else did we see here? Road King, Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Okay, so I did not hear about this one. I think we need to watch this. I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm not even gonna say what it is because I want you guys to be pleasantly surprised when you see this. All right, you guys ready?
I need to become more than a man. I need to become a symbol.
What did you have in mind?
Who are you? I'm Batman. Why so serious? You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
I'm allergic to nuts.
Who's the man behind the mask?
I got you!
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by... Ah! Who put that there? I could have really hurt myself.
What do you guys think? I haven't played a Lego game in a long time, but that looks awesome. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed in there, it looks like we have Heath Ledger's Joker, which is awesome. We have Robert Pattinson's Batmobile, which that's cool. But the big disappointment in the whole thing, it sounds like Will Arnett is no longer the voice of Batman, which is sad because I think he does a fantastic Lego Batman. So we'll see how that plays out. But I'm kind of excited for a Lego game again. I think the last Lego game I played was the Harry Potter one or the Hobbit or something with my daughter like 5 years ago. Well, I also play Lego Dimensions from time to time. So yeah. Get yourself a Super Box, bro. It's a Android streaming device. You can get it on Amazon. Thank you later. Okay, does it do 4K? Can I stream 4K stuff off it? I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I'll look into that. I'll do some more research. But yeah, that looks like a lot of fun. I think that's gonna be great. Maybe I'll be able to get some of my kids to play it with me. We'll see. See what time is it? 10:48. Okay. I'm gonna take a quick break, go grab some more coffee, see what's going on around the house. I'll give you guys a breather. I know a lot of you are starting to get tired of my voice. It's like, oh, this guy just goes on and on and on. Give me 5 minutes. I'll be right back. All better now. I just need a little more coffee. That's all. All right, we're back to checking out some new games. I'm kind of skipping over a lot of things that we already know about. Black Ops 7, Lords of the Fallen 2. I think you guys are aware of that. I'm looking for things that we didn't know anything about. Indiana Jones, we talked about that yesterday. Here's one I saw this morning. I completely got this confused with a different franchise, Toxic Avenger. You guys remember that? Again, us old people remember. This one's called John Carpenter's Toxic Commando. Okay, check this out. See what you think.
You see my new toy?
Liar, liar! Zombie
Oopsie!
They're wrecking our ride!
Could use some help now.
I need some first. Can you all please cover me?
Whatever works.
That looks cool. Yeah, that looks really, really cool. We need more co-op games, and I think that's fantastic. That looks kind of like a mashup between a military shooter and then like maybe some Left 4 Dead, Back 4 Blood in there. That looks really, really cool. So I'm excited about that one. Yeah, that's. But again, we're looking at things that are coming out next year. So a lot of these games that we're looking at right now, they're not going to be around for a while. So make sure you wish list them, and I'm sure as we get closer, we'll be talking about them more and more and more. But that one's definitely on my list. 100%. I love it. Love it. Now, again, you guys are, a lot of you guys have been talking to me about Silent Hill. I played one of the originals way back when, and I haven't really played any since then. I've seen them, you know, I've kind of watched a little bit here and there. This is Silent Hill F. Apparently, I don't want to watch this. This is this is just a release. It's not an actual video. So Silent Hill F is coming out here shortly, and I know a lot of you guys are excited for that. I might have to check it out. There seems to be enough buzz around it that it might be on my radar now. Silent Hill F, yeah, it's looking good. Yes. A trailer for Escape from Duckov for our Turkov friends. Are you talking about the duck game? Is that what it's called? I saw this the other day. It's like a duck commando game. I can't remember the name of it though. It's like it's a military shooter, but you're a duck. Is that what it's called? Escape from Duckov? It is. Son of a bitch. I love it. Oh, it's a top-down. It's a top-down looter shooter. This isn't the one I'm thinking about. There was another one that I saw recently, because this one was showcased back in May. There's another one that's coming out that looks it's a first-person shooter, but you're a duck. Maybe it's a third-person shooter. I'll have to do some more research. I saw this the other day, and I was like, "There's no way." I thought it was a joke, but no, it seems to be legit. That's pretty funny. That was a top-down shooter. That's great. This one. So there's an IP called Vampire the Masquerade. there's been like 100 different games based on this IP. Was it 5-6 years ago they came up with this BR, this Vampire BR was a third-person game. I played it when it first came out. Then there were rumors that it was being shut down, and then all of a sudden it popped back up again, and people in the community were playing it. And I thought it was already dead, but apparently it's still out and about. I don't think this is another Masquerade game, but I don't think it's the BR. I don't think it's a continuation of, because I can't remember the name of that one. This one's called Bloodlines 2. Not really sure. Let's just take a look. Let's see.
So weary is the wanderer that treads upon the fertile soil.
Your reputation is legend.
The city flowered in fire, and in fire she will end.
Don't listen.
Shut up!
Now, this is something. Fire, can you? Oh, guess I found my body.
Detective, is there something you need?
How's the case? Hot leads, cold bodies, reheated plots.
Oh my, you. I think I know what you are.
They say trouble comes in pairs, detective. Trouble comes in pairs.
You are not the only one who has had strange dreams. I see a garden, and I have met someone.
But that would mean...
Who is he?
Don't you hear my fire? My fire.
Not what I was thinking, but I don't know there's going to be people interested in that. It looks kind of cool. It looks like it's a questing type game with some powers, and I've never played the original. I remember this being a franchise, and I know that they've released, again, this kind of like Warhammer, where they release games all the time. But this is a continuation of a series from 20 years ago, I think, and it has nothing to do with the BR. I was hoping there was going to be like a new updated version of the BR, which would be kind of cool, because I did have fun with it. It just ended up not being and that fun being third person like that, but it was cool being a vampire in a BR. Tanks. Okay, and then this must be Resident Evil 9 that everyone's been talking about, and I have not seen this at all, so. This is it's Resident Evil Requiem. That must be 9. So we'll take a look at this one as well, and then we'll talk about it afterwards.
Anne, come on. You have been on that thing all day.
Well, if you're gonna work so late.
Get some sleep, eh?
I'm almost done, just a sec.
It's really coming down hard.
Mom, phone. Mom.
It's right beside you.
Hello?
Miss Ashcroft?
Yes.
Who was it?
Dunno. They asked for Miss Ashcroft and then they hung up on me. Rude. What the?
They're coming. Grace, we need to go.
Go where? Mom, what's going on?
Hurry.
Wait, who's coming? What's wrong?
Shh. We need to keep our voices down.
This is ridiculous.
Come on.
Tell me what's going on.
Now is not the time. Stay close.
Mom, wait.
Grace, keep moving.
Who's that? Oh, I'm so sorry about the power outage.
What happened?
It's really no excuse, and I apologize for the inconvenience.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Don't worry.
I should have it fixed soon. I just need to find my...
Come on in here, Grace. Grace, look at me. Grab my hands. Okay, look at me. Look at me. In and out. Breathe in and out. Oh, Grace. I promise you, I will explain this all to you one of these days. Grace. Please know that you are my hope. Never forget that.
What are you talking about?
Just... I love you.
I love you too.
Okay.
Mom, I'm scared.
No. We need to find a way out of here now.
But we don't have any of our stuff.
We can come back for it later, Grace.
Wow. Wowzers, that guy was leaking. Dude, the bag coming out of the dark and over his face. Oh, that was crazy. Woo. Yeah, she never explains, does she? That looks terrifying. Yes, absolutely. So we'll be keeping a looking forward to that one. February 27th. On all platforms, it looks like. I hate when it takes you to Xbox only like news sites, because they only talk about it's releasing on, which I get, I understand. You're there for Xbox news, not for PlayStation news or whatever. But it'd be nice if it said, hey, it was coming out on all platforms, whatever, even though it's an Xbox site. So I'm assuming it's going everywhere except for Switch. So we'll see. We will see. I love those games. We didn't get to see the big baby. I'll be streaming that one for show. Good. You better wear the brown pants when you do so. Wear the brown pants. The thing was, the big baby was gross. I'm glad we didn't have to see that today. I'm glad. So what else are they talking about today? Ooh, that looks interesting as well. Interesting. Let's watch this one. I don't typically play these types of games, but there was a game on Dreamcast, Big Mother Truckers, I think, that was kind of fun, and it was in arcade too, or Truckers. It was something Truckers. Either way, this is a called Road Kings, a trucker game. Let's just check it out. Let's see.
bad news, Deacon. Storm's almost on top of you.
I got eyes on it.
You can still turn around, you know.
Pineview won't hold out. XTC Logistics.
They said you were coming. But take care now, you hear?
Let's get it done.
Deacon, you good out there? Deacon!
Boy, they make being a trucker look sexy, don't they? Be the hero of the open road. Coming this fall. That does it have lot lizards? Boy, I would hope so. That's the only reason I'm playing the game. If you tell me there isn't, then I don't know why I even showed that to you. Sorry, guys. That's that's a cool looking game though. It reminds me there's a trucking simulator game, and I have seen people stream from these big rig. Now you've seen the flight sim games, right? And you've seen people build these big cockpits, and they're playing the flight sim. I've seen a guy that built an actual truck, like the cab, and he's playing the game. He's playing a trucking game in the cab of this simulator. Like that's pretty wild. That's pretty badass. I don't know if I would do it, but just watching someone playing a game in a simulation thing like that obviously costs a shitload of money to put together is pretty interesting, pretty cool. Is that a truck sim or a truck racing? I think it's just a truck sim. It looks like a truck sim to me. The racing one, it was on the Dreamcast. I can't remember the name of the game, but it was also in arcades as well. And it was a funny, and that was a racing one. It was kind of like a Crazy Taxi with trucks. You're trying to get to certain locations and drop off the loads within a certain amount of time, I think is what it was. It's been a few years. But you don't typically see games. I mean, you see like flight sims, and you see the every year we get the farming simulator, and everyone likes to play the farm, play with the backhoes and such. But we don't really get a lot of big rig simulators. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So what did they announce today? I know they're still going through. Let's see. We have Gamescom day 2. Day 2. There we go. Because I think this thing's been live since 9, so it's been live for a couple hours. So there's got to be some new videos and stuff out there. All the biggest reveals so far. Black Ops 7, which is not that big of a reveal because, I mean, it's Black Ops. We already knew about it. We knew about it months ago. Kirby Air Riders. Oh, there's the baby. Ooh, that thing is creepy looking. There's a hands-on preview for the Resident Evil Requiem, and this thing's coming out of a closet, and it is fucking nasty looking. Nasty. Oh yeah, that thing looks horrible. It looks like most of the news here is all around Resident Evil. Okay, this is the game right here. This is the one I've been looking forward to. But I don't want to watch an 8-minute video of a gameplay. There's a game called Pragmata, and it's like it kind of reminds me of the BioShock. There was the little girls and the big daddies. Remember the big daddies? Those were the big biosphere bosses, and they took care of these little girls. That's what this looks like. It looks like it's a robot protecting a little girl, and she's riding on the back of him. That looks interesting. Yeah, it's a third-person shooter. It's very, very weird looking. That might be something to keep an eye on as well. Onimusha. Looks like there's a new. It's more Souls-like now. Lego Voyagers is a new co-op game. I have seen this one. We just watched Lego Batman. Creepy Lady Girls. Yes, absolutely. They finally announced Hollow Knight Silk Song. I never played the first one. I've seen it. Look, I know it got a lot of awards for its artwork and things like that, but never played that. puzzle game I was telling you about. Which one? Which the Pragmata is the puzzle game? Oh yeah. Okay, so it's a new system for shooting mechanics. Asking you to do a hacking mini game before each enemy encounter. It's a fresh take, but it's a good thing. Playing the demo has some mixed feelings, enjoying the innovation, but with slight concerns that the process could wear thin over a full game. Yeah, I can see that being an issue. The whole idea kind of looked cool, but now that I see it's a puzzle game, yeah, we'll see. I got it. So she does half the job. She hacks them, and then they become vulnerable, and then you finish them off. That's cool. Microsoft still can't say how much the ROG Xbox Ally X will cost due to macroeconomic conditions. Well, I mean, with all the tariffs and stuff, it's obviously going to be more expensive than it should be. But I mean, that's like everything else right now. That's like everything else in the world. And of course they didn't say anything about the new hardware, because they probably won't talk about that for another year or two. I think the next consoles are looking to push them out to 2028, 2027 maybe. It's a very slow game. Yeah, that's not for me then. There is this one here. Now I have a feeling that this is going to end up. Oh no. Wish I could just. I'm going to have to do this a different way. There is a game coming out. I have a slight feeling that it's going to end up being just like a couple other games that have come out in the last few years, very similar to it. But you remember years ago, the Friday the 13th game came out, and it was pretty big for a little while, and then it kind of it tapered off. People weren't really interested anymore. Evil Dead tried to do one. I bought this game day one. I streamed it for you guys. I played it one day. I played it one day, and I never touched it again. And I think they've shut down the servers for it and everything. But now there's another one. There's another version of this game. I'll let you guess who this one stars. But let's check this out.
A quiet town. Just like hundreds of other small towns all across America. A town just like yours. But it was here, on October 31st, 1963. No motive, no warning, no provocation, just senseless death. I met him 15 years ago. I thought there was hope, that he could be reached. But what I met was not a child. No emotion. Perhaps not even human. 15 years later, he returned home. But what happened that night was only the beginning. It wasn't just a killing spree. It was a reckoning.
Whoa, calm down. He was going for me to... come on, we have to go. No.
You can't stop him. You can't reason with him. You can't kill the boogeyman.
Okay, so already the very ending there kind of tells me something. It's not going to be like one of those games. It's not going to be a 5v1 or whatever. It looks like there might be a little bit of that, but when they say a single player, that makes me kind of excited. Are we going to be playing from Michael Myers' perspective, killing people and trying to get through different levels, or are you going to be playing different teenagers, trying to survive? I don't know. But either way, I love Halloween. and every year we do Halloween streams, and I try to improvise and put Michael Myers and Jason into my streams and things like that. I had some fun with the Friday the 13th game, but it got stale over time. The 1v5 or whatever, 1v4, it just, I don't really like that type of gameplay. But I have some hope for this game. We'll see what happens. John Carpenter's involved in this, which is fantastic. He also is, making that Toxic Commander game that we just looked at recently, which that one looks pretty cool too. So we'll see. If it ends up being one of those 1v4, 1v5 games, it's probably going to end up like the rest of them, and it's going to die slowly or quickly. I think isn't the Leatherface game, isn't that still going strong? I remember we played that when it first came out. Lil Hog and I were playing it. I think Metal Josh played with me as well. That was interesting. That was an interesting game. It was scary and it was kind of fun, but it was one of those types of games where you're being hunted and you got to find a place to hide and try to find a way to get out. And there's a lot of those games, but this one looks like it might go in a different direction. Hopefully it does, so it doesn't end up like the rest of those games. I saw this. The worry is that what kind of game is going to be, how long until it dies. Exactly. That's my concern as well, is that if it ends up being one of those games, it's going to suffer the same fate. It's the creepy music for me. Yes, you hear that music, you just know. You just know. Single player, multiplayer, so I don't know what it will be. Yeah, which is great. What I think is fantastic. But how are they going to implement it? How are they going to do this? We will find out. So there's that. I'm currently on IGN going through the news. They have the trailers on their website, but it's through their own player, and it's got like 16 ads. So I'm looking, and then I'm going and looking up on YouTube and playing it for you guys that way. So there's a little bit of a delay here, but Ghost of Yotai. Looks like it's a game that's already out. They're talking more DLC. Black Myth Wukong. They're already coming out with a sequel. Didn't that game just come out? Isn't it like a year or two old? There's a sequel to that right now. That comes out later this year, it looks like. John Carpenter, man's a genius with the music. Absolutely. Metal, were you here earlier watching when I showed you guys the trailer for the John Carpenter's Toxic Commander or Toxic Commandos? That game looks pretty fucking solid. It looks like it's a co-op type of like Left 4 Dead type game. That looks pretty fucking wild with vehicles, and yeah. So I'm definitely gonna be checking that one out. Oh my God, watching live, there was so much IGN ad. Yes. Yeah, it's getting bad nowadays. They released a game. Okay, well, they're already coming up with a sequel, so they work fast. Yesterday we watched the Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, The Order of the Giants. That comes out on September 4th, so that one's right around the corner as well. Here's the silent. Okay, here's the trailer. Let's watch this. Let's see if we can find this here. Hell Hotel, that sounds amazing. All right, so this is under PlayStation 5 games, but we do know it's coming to all platforms again. So hang on just a second.
Target 1 to HQ. We haven't found an active suspect at the scene. Chances are good that it's still no one. You better consider the hunt. Over. Last seen fleeing Tsuneyoshi Shrine. Exercise extreme caution.
You saved my life and laid claim to my soul. In turn, I shall save your soul by claiming the life of your own self.
Who was that? What is this place?
This way.
I better get going.
A good day is always an extraordinary day. An extraordinary day is an always good day. With that in mind, today's a bit too extraordinary.
So this is where you are. I wondered where you had gone. You need to start getting ready. It's time to say your goodbyes. You're going to kill them with your own hands.
What's going on? No. It's got my home too. The halls, the doors, everything's changed. Tell me, who are you? Please. Just die.
It must be hard for you to bid farewell to childhood friends.
Yes.
Hmm?
No. It had to be done. As soon as I could.
Okay, fucking creepy. Creepy little girl. I don't know. Who's interested in that one? That one seems that's a serious mind fuck right there. I don't know about that. I am. Good. Good, I'm glad. I'm looking for another one here. Let's see. I don't know about this. I'm looking for just the, there it is, from 6 years ago. This trailer here reminded me of another game that was announced. I'm not seeing any information about it anywhere except that it was just announced. Let's see. Can we find something a little more? Okay, let's do that. We're going to watch this one here. We're going to wait for an ad real quick though. So you have a good stream, bro. It was good catching up. Well, thank you so much. Thanks for being here and coming back in and checking us out. We'll see you in Discord and hopefully see you tomorrow. All right, let's, this is only 2.5 minutes long. Let's take a look at it. This is a game series that I started on the Dreamcast way back in the day. One of my favorite games on that platform. And at the time it was revolutionary. They even had it so that the weather was in line with the actual calendar from that year. If you guys know, if you know, you know. So here we go.
What's up, everybody? I'm Damon Hatfield here at Gamescom in Germany, and on today's Daily Fix, Shenmue 3 is getting an enhanced edition, and a new World War I multiplayer game is announced. Let's get into it. Presented by Universal Orlando Resort and its new theme park, Universal Epic Universe. Yu Suzuki and publisher NN Games have announced Shenmue 3 Enhanced here at Gamescom. It's described as the most refined version of Ryo Hazuki's epic journey, and we'll see the 2019 action-adventure game arrive on new platforms with new features and enhanced visuals. The enhanced version is, quote, more vibrant, more responsive, and more accessible than ever, guided by Yu Suzuki's vision, according to NN Games. Expect sharper textures, faster load times, and smoother gameplay. There's also increased NPC density, a classic camera mode inspired by Shenmue 1 and 2, and various gameplay tweaks. Shenmue 3 Enhanced will be released for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo. The specific Nintendo platform is listed as TBD, so it's unclear if it's a Switch 2 exclusive or not, and PC. There are no screenshots or videos yet, unfortunately, but we do know owners of the original Shenmue 3 on PS4 and PC will be offered an upgrade path to the Enhanced Edition, with details coming soon. Shenmue 3 famously became a reality after a record-breaking 2015 Kickstarter, which saw the fastest $1 million pledged for a crowdfunded game at the time. The series has always been divisive, with some finding the gameplay tedious or dull. We gave the Dreamcast original a 9.7, its sequel an 8.3, but Shenmue 3 got a 5.9, which means we thought it was mediocre. Maybe the Enhanced Edition will be a better experience. Moving on, Blackmill Games has announced Gallipoli, the next game.
Well, that was fucking subpar. I thought we were going to be watching a video here. I guess not. Okay, well, there you go. Shenmue 3 is coming back out with an Enhanced Edition. I never played 3. I played 1 and 2. The second one on the Xbox, the first one on Dreamcast. I never played the third one, which they say it came out in 2015 and with a subpar rating. Well, that's crazy. So I might just skip this one again. But it's weird that's one of the ones that was announced, but there's no video, there's no pictures, there's no nothing. So whatever. It is what it is. Moving on. Now they're talking about movies and TV shows. Fallout Season 2 is coming out. We already knew that was going to happen. Elden Ring is going to be on the Switch 2. Oh, it's already on the Switch 2 and it's a disaster. Never mind. They talk about Borderlands 4, Ninja Gaiden, which you talked about that already. I'm gonna refresh this because I think it's still going on, isn't it? Are you guys still watching? I think Penguin, are you watching it still? Yeah, it looks like there's nothing else here. Terrible graphics, yeah. I don't know what I've never looked at the specs of the Switch 2. I don't know what kind of hardware it has. I don't know what it's capable of. I just know that they're porting a lot of games to it now. Cyberpunk is interestingly going to be on the if not already on the Switch. So it must have some beefy hardware in there to be able to pull that shit off. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Well, I appreciate you, man. I'm trying to keep up with them. I don't want to watch. I'm not really interested in the live stream. I'm just interested in what they're showcasing. So we can show this off. Firefighting Simulator is coming out. Oh, they're also showing Exoborn. Interesting. The next playtest for Exoborn is going to be next month. And I will be involved in that. And again, we're not going to be able to show it to you guys. I can just tell you that Exoborn, since they had the big open play test back in February, I think it has come a long ways. A lot of great changes to the game. I'm hoping it turns out to be something amazing. But we're also going to be dealing with Arc Raiders probably around the same time, and Arc Raiders is what everyone's waiting for. That's the new extraction shooter that a lot of people are focused on. I got news this morning. I don't think I got an email. I'll have to double check, but I got news this morning that Marathon, we talked about this yesterday as well, Bungie's new extraction shooter that did not do very well in the past playtest. They quietly had another playtest last month that no one heard about, I guess, and they're going to be doing another one next month. I'm going to try to get into that one and try to get in there and check things out and see if it's changed and how much it's changed. But Marathon's got a long ways to go based on what I saw a few months back. So we'll see what happens. But extraction shooters are here. That's the new thing. BRs are kind of phasing out, even though we're going to be getting a few in the next couple of months. Everything's extraction shooter now. That's what we're into, guys. That's extraction shooter is the new thing. So expect there to be a lot of them in the next few years, and expect companies that make BRs to possibly be doing them as well. So we'll see. But again, I'm excited for the Battlefield BR. I think that might actually be something that the people that are getting burned out on Warzone are wanting to go to, and people that are getting tired of PUBG and limited updates to their graphics and their engine and things, may end up wanting to switch over and play that. But we're not going to see the same type of gunplay that we see in PUBG. So it is what it is. Tarkov is the new Fortnite. What do you mean? Be very careful what you say about Tarkov. Be very, very careful. Did you see that game I posted in Discord? What does Active Matter? I did not. Active Matter? Let me look that up real quick. We'll show it off. We are a video game show, guys. So if it's out there, I want to show it to you. Every time I look up any video games, I get sponsored ads for Dead Zone Rogue. Has anybody played that game? Dead Zone is a game I think that came out to mobile like 10 years ago. I don't know. Anyhow, I keep getting this. Oh yeah. Yes. I actually wish listed this game after you showed this. Okay, this is interesting, guys. Let's take a look at this. It's different. It's different. Yes, there it is. There you have awakened the Kraken. It was an orange is the new black reference. Oh, I got you. And then you immediately got. That's funny. Okay, so this game is called Active Matter. Penguin did post this the other day. I apologize for forgetting this. Let's all watch it together. Dude, did that car just transform into a monster at the end? That looks wild. I don't know what to think of that. That's an extraction shooter, right? So there's a lot of military aspect to it, but then it looks like you're in the Upside Down from like Stranger Things, and there's just all kinds of crazy creatures and shit. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that plays out, but that's wild. That's a wild game. Active Matter doesn't have a release date. All right, didn't even phase him. He was phaseless. Yeah, I don't see a release date here, but a lot of hype behind it right now, so that's cool. There was another game that I saw recently. Is it? Yeah, right there. That's the one. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, let's see if I can find this. I don't know if we're going to be able to. Let's see. There's 7 months ago. This is the most recent 21 minutes. We definitely don't want that. Let's watch this one. It's very short, but this is an updated version of what we saw last year, it looks like, from NVIDIA that was released yesterday. So let's check this out. Another bummer. I was going to show us some gameplay. It's just showing what NVIDIA can do with RTX on and off and blah, 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 blah. But that one right there, Black State, that's the, that's kind of a Metal Gear type game that's coming out. Now they've been talking about this one for about a year now, but it looks like we're finally going to see it this year, later this year, probably in December, I think. That'll be interesting to see. That'll be very interesting to see. So there's a lot of good games coming out. There's a lot of things that are being announced and such. Dying Light the Beast. Terminal Bridge. Oh, I see Tencent Games. I'm kind of like, I don't know. I don't know, man. But other than that, it looks like that's it for now. We'll probably have more things to talk about tomorrow. Because I think the live stream is still happening. It's been on for about 2 hours now. When I went live, they were already live, so that'll tell you something. Day 2 content, we're talking Ninja Gaiden 4 at Fate's End, Onimusha, Way of the Sword, Age of Empires 4, Overwatch 2. Are we talking Overwatch? That's centuries old at this point. High on Life 2. Let's see if we can get a video of that. Yes. Fuck yes. Okay. I love this game. The original High on Life was incredible. It was on Game Pass. It just came back to Game Pass. If you haven't played it, I highly recommend you do. If you like Rick and Morty, you like video games, and we can't really talk about Justin Roiland anymore, but if you're a fan of his work, you got to play this game. This is Iteration 2. Let's see what it looks like.
Babe, what's wrong?
I'm sorry. I've just been so depressed lately.
You know, it would fix everything. Humanzapro. Humans are barely sentient. Scientists have done studies, and their brains are like half the size of ours.
yeah, that more of that. More of that. That game was a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to that. That'll be fun. That'll be a lot of fun. Again, if you've never played that, you should. Absolutely. It's back on Game Pass again. Go fire it up and give it a shot. You'll have a good time with it. A lot of humor, a lot of funny shit. And it's a first-person shooter. Now, I don't think those were in-game graphics, but if they are, we're in for a real treat because those look really good. That looked amazing. So, there's quite a few updates, new content, etc. for current games. I'm starting to see that. Ion Life is looking good. I think it's just a great series. Now you're talking about the still waiting to hear more about the side Atomic Heart game, the Cube or something. Okay. Well, when we see that, we'll take a look at that as well. Because they're showing stuff for Frag Punk, which that game's been out for a while. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. I mean, that's kind of burned out on Mortal Kombat at this point. I've been playing it for 30 some years. Lego Voyagers. Oh, here we go. Is this another? Are we going to get another look at this? No. Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. They're talking more about that. That comes out on August 28th. So we're 7 days away from that. A week from now, we'll be playing that. Is anybody here who's getting that game? Who's pre-ordering? Who's going to be playing that game day one? I'm pretty sure I will. I'm pretty sure I will. I'm not sure. I'm really looking forward to it, though. What is that? Fate's End. This has got to be a pirate ship game, right? It is not. It's a cartoon. Jurassic World Evolution. I can't believe they still make these games. That's where you run your own park. I played the first. I think I did a little bit of the second one. I couldn't really get into it. Okay. Their links are broken. Okay, I'm going to play this one for you guys. This is not my type of game, but there's a lot of you guys within the community that will appreciate this. This one's called Mistfall Hunter. So let's check this out.
I have seen the end of the world. As the gods shattered, gilded mist born of their flesh fell upon the mortals. I have seen the ruins of old, like graves for a hidden past, and madness without end. I have seen the hunters awaken, steadfast heroes among them, and treacherous villains as well. I have seen the thrones brought low, faiths torn asunder, and all that still lives before the end. They war and struggle in anguish and despair. But I have yet to see the ember that can rise against the dark.
So that looks like a Souls-like game, and at the end there, it looks like it's saying it's an Xbox exclusive. So that Penguin, I thought of you immediately when I saw that. I was like, this is a Penguin game all day long. So he'll be interested in that. I just had a thought and I lost it. I got to grab it back again. I got to grab it. There it is. That'll help me. Smokey with a resubby. Thank you so much, brother. What was I thinking about? Oh, Thief. You guys remember the game Thief? I would love to see another Thief game. I know the one that came out, like it was 2012, 2013, something like that. That one didn't do too well. It was really hard on computers. It didn't run very well on console. But it was a pretty decent game. And then those games go back 25 years, I want to say. Early 2000s, I want to say, is when they first came out. Late 90s. I would love to see another Thief game. Those are cool. They're good concepts. I think they got overshadowed, and they probably didn't build another one because of Dishonored. Dishonored was kind of similar, but like a better take on the series. But yeah, I think that's kind of cool. The idea was ahead of its time. Agreed. I wish I could find some Snake Eater. Let's see if there is another trailer or anything for that. I know it's only a week away, but I'm still really excited about this. Let's see, what do we got here? We got 45 minutes ago. Not what we're looking for. Yeah, these are all teasers and shit. 21 minutes. Yeah, so they talked about it. They didn't show off much because we're like right around the corner. So they're not going to talk about it as much as we had hoped, which is a bummer. There we go. I'm gonna refresh this and see. It looks like they added some more stuff to it. There we go. What else we get? We watched The Outer Worlds 2 earlier. I'm gonna show this one anyhow. I talked about it before. No, I'm not going to show this one. Never mind. Not really interested in that. I bid you adieu. There is that Silk Song game. Oh, so they have a breakdown of everything that's happening here. Okay, so it's the next Awesome Indies starts at noon. And then Bethesda is going to be doing their thing tomorrow. So it sounds like really the big games, the games we're really like going to be interested in, are going to be showing tomorrow through Saturday. Sunday through Sunday. It's already Thursday. Holy shit. Thursday. Ooh, the wife and I are going out tonight. Ooh. Good times. Grounded 2 Axel Boss, just so you can see how big that. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay. This is. Okay, getting it all prepared. All right, here we go. Is that our army man sitting there? It absolutely is. Look at this thing. Oh, shit. My wife would be freaking out right now. That thing is pretty goddamn big. My wife would not like to play that game. She hates spiders. That's the main reason she never finished Hogwarts, because she hated the spiders. Just absolutely hated the spiders. Does anyone know what's going on with the Subnautica 2 lawsuit drama? That is involving Crafton, right? I have read different things there. I'm not 100% up on it. I don't know what's going on. Apparently, Crafton stepped in to try to help Subnautica, but they wanted a certain percentage of the proceeds or the profit or something. And Crafton did something they shouldn't have. Subnautica is not happy with it. I don't know the specifics, but I just know that it's something around that. Say he's 40x bigger than us. That's wild, man. I don't fuck that thing. Only lawsuit I heard was the Roblox one. There's lawsuits all over the place right now. Fortnite, Epic and Fortnite against Google. That's still, I mean, that's been an issue for what, 4 or 5 years. That is back in courts again. I think Fortnite or Epic won the lawsuit, and then now there's another one saying that Google is doing some other nasty shit. I don't know. It seems like there's always something going on. The tarantula isn't lore accurate. They have paws, not pointy caps. Yeah, there's always something going on. There's always something in the news about somebody doing something they shouldn't be doing. AI is a big problem right now. A lot of gaming companies are utilizing AI to cut down on costs. AI is a touchy subject right now because a lot of people are losing their jobs over it. It's creating jobs in other areas, but for people that are like writers and artists and musicians, they're losing a lot of jobs right now because AI is doing their job for them. So there's a lot of pushback. These companies are utilizing AI, and then people are boycotting them for that reason. So it's whatever side of the fence you're on, it's a current event, and that's what's happening. I try not to get in the middle of these things. I have my opinion, of course, but I try to be unbiased and just deliver to you guys what's happening. So that's a big one. AI is a huge problem within the industry. It's a problem for people, certain people, and it's a godsend for others. So that we're seeing a lot of lawsuits pertaining to that and a lot of backlash in the industry. So that's not going anywhere, and it's going to get worse or better depending on how you look at it. So Chris Hansen coming out with a documentary about Roblox. That does not surprise me one bit. They're local news. Here I just live outside of Flint, Michigan, and you guys have probably heard of Flint because of the water crisis. They were vehicle city for a long time. We had many GM plants here. When they pulled out of Flint in the 80s, it completely decimated the area, and it's Flint is sometimes worse than Detroit, if that tells you anything. But there is a special group. We have a sheriff. He loves the spotlight. Is Chris Swanson is his name. Hanson and Swanson. Sheriff Swanson. He's big in the media. He's big in. You might even heard of him. He heads this department called Ghost. Don't ask me why I have this, but this is the company. It stands for Genesee. It's human trafficking, basically. I don't remember the whole acronym, but it's for human trafficking and child predators and shit like that. And they do basically what Chris Hansen does. They get on chat rooms and they pose as kids, and they get people to meet them. And as soon as they meet them, they arrest them. And it's crazy. They've arrested so many people in just a handful of counties around us. It's scary. Like, it's scary. And then, I got a daughter, so it's that much scarier for me, knowing that, there's all these fucking weirdos out there in my community. Like, what the fuck? But there is a lot of stories that I see because he has no problem talking about how they catch him, what they do, what they're in trouble for. They post their pictures in the newspaper. Yeah, newspapers are still a thing. And I hear a lot of they met in Roblox forums on the game Roblox in general. It is very creepy. It's very creepy. So if you have children out there, be leery and pay attention to what your kids are doing online, because these guys are getting out of control, and they're brazen. There was a story out of not to get too much in the subject, but there was a story out of a county that my mom lives in, actually one county over. This guy was a fucking student driver. He was a driver's ed teacher. He was a driver's ed teacher, and he was having relations with a 15-year-old student. And yeah, this guy's he's convicted. He's going away for a long time, probably his life. Not a life sentence, but probably his life, if you know what I mean. Yeah, Groom Block. Yeah. Is it scary? This Chris Hansen documentary will probably open a lot of eyes and a lot of parents to, oh my God, that's happening in the game my kid's playing. It's just a video game. Why is this happening? That's why. Because they're after your kids. Of course they're going to go where your kids are. You know, they're not going to hang out in an adult web chat forum looking for kids. They're going to go where the kids are. That's why you got to be very, very careful. When our daughter was younger and she played Roblox, we did not allow her to use a camera or a microphone. She was not allowed to talk to other people within the game, luckily. But I know that doesn't go for everybody. So just be very, very careful. There's weirdos fucking everywhere nowadays. Everywhere. So literally too close to home. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. It's scary, man. It's scary being a parent these days. I mean, these were issues when we were kids, but with the internet and the way that as quick as information and news travels, people are more aware of things. But I mean, this has been an ongoing issue for centuries. It's not anything new. It's not anything it's just easier for people because of the internet to get access to your kids. And that's scary. That's very scary. So, guys, I've been running my mouth a little too long, and I know I've been rambling a little bit here and there, but there's a lot of good stuff that we came through today. A lot of good games that are coming out. Some games I'm going to probably avoid. I'm really, really excited for Hell Let Loose Vietnam. I really wish that they would have said something later in the year, because now I have probably at least 9 months to wait for this game to come out, and I'm going to be like, eh. But I'm very, very excited for that one. A lot of good games coming out in the next week. We have, again, Gears of War and Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid comes out next week. Same with Gears of War. And then we have Indiana Jones DLC coming out September 4th. It's going to be a very busy couple of weeks. And I'm excited. I mean, it'll help me not realize that fall/winter is coming, because I hate that. I hate it. I'm enjoying as much time as I can outside until that happens. And then you'll be getting a longer streams from me, because it'll be freezing and I won't want to go outside, and I'll be sitting here doing this all winter long. So, guys, I hope you had a good day. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I'm going to try to be on playing some games tonight. If you guys are available, you guys want to jam some games, I'll let you know what I'm playing. If not, I'll just join whatever you guys are playing, and we'll have a good time. So, if not, I will see you guys tomorrow morning for some more of this Gamescom. We're going to check out some newer stuff and maybe even play some games. We'll see what happens. Till then, guys, everyone have a fantastic day. Peace out.